You walk into a room full of people and within 7 seconds they've already formed an opinion about you. Now what if I told you that in those 7 seconds you had the ability to control their perception of who you are? It's true, and it happens every day. You see, we all want to be liked and accepted by others, but sometimes we don't realize how quickly judgments are made about us. The good news is there are proven ways to make a great first impression and have people instantly like you. In this video, I'm going to share 3 powerful tips from body language expert Alan Peace to help you master the art of making a great first impression. Whether you're meeting someone new in a social situation or presenting in front of an audience, these tips will help you make a lasting, positive impression. So let's dive in. You know, we've all heard the phrase, "You never get a second chance to make a first impression." But did you know that you only have 7 seconds to make that first impression? That's right. In just 7 seconds, people will form an opinion about you based on your appearance, body language, and behavior. It's not a lot of time, but it's enough time to make a big difference. We all know that first impressions matter. It's why we put so much effort into our appearance when we go on a date or a job interview. But did you know that you can improve your first impression by simply being aware of your body language? That's right. Your body language can make or break your first impression. For example, imagine you're at a party and you meet someone new. You shake their hand and notice that their grip is weak. You might think, oh, maybe they're not very confident. Or if they're standing with their arms crossed, you might think, are they closed off? These judgments may not be accurate, but our brains are wired to make quick decisions based on the information we perceive. But luckily, we can influence the first impression others have of us by being aware of our own body language and behavior. One way to do this is to follow the lead of body language expert Alan Peace. He has studied body language for years, and in his book, The Definitive Book of Body Language, he shares his expertise with the world. According to Peace, our body language can say a lot about us even before we say a word. For example, when we meet someone new, our posture can make a big difference in how they perceive us. Standing tall with our shoulders back and head held high can convey confidence and self-assurance. On the other hand, slouching or hunching over can give the impression of insecurity or low self-esteem. But it's not just our posture that can influence first impressions. Our facial expressions play a crucial role as well. A warm smile and friendly eyes can make us appear approachable and welcoming, whereas a frown or a raised eyebrow can make us seem uninterested or even hostile. Now, let's talk about the power of a handshake. According to Peace, a firm handshake can convey strength and determination. A limp handshake, on the other hand, can make us seem weak and indecisive. Additionally, the way we dress and groom ourselves can also play a role in shaping first impressions. Dressing professionally and grooming ourselves well can convey that we care about our appearance and take pride in our work, whereas wearing sloppy or inappropriate attire can make us seem lazy or unprofessional. Peace also emphasizes the importance of being aware of our personal space and the space we give to others. Standing too close to someone during a conversation can make them feel uncomfortable and claustrophobic, while standing too far away can give the impression that we are uninterested or distant. One of the most interesting things that Peace discusses in his book is the concept of thin slicing. This is the idea that we can make accurate judgments about others based on just a few seconds of observation. For example, we might be able to tell if someone is trustworthy or not based on just a few seconds of looking at their face. We might also be able to tell if someone is happy or sad based on their facial expressions. Thin slicing is an important concept to understand because it shows just how quickly we make judgments about others. It's important to note that not everyone agrees with Peace's ideas about body language. Some experts argue that body language is not an accurate way to judge someone's character or behavior. However, Peace's work has been widely read, and his ideas have been used by many people to improve their social skills and personal relationships. So, let's apply these concepts to real life. Let's say you're going on a job interview. Your interviewer will likely form an opinion about you within the first few minutes of meeting you. That means that your body language and behavior will play a big role in determining whether or not you get the job. If you sit down in the interview and slouch in your chair with your arms crossed, the interviewer might get the impression that you are unconfident or uninterested in the job. On the other hand, if you sit up straight with your shoulders back and your hands open, you'll appear confident and enthusiastic. Another example is if you're meeting someone new at a social event. If you approach them with a big smile and a firm handshake, you'll seem friendly and confident. But if you come across with a frown and a weak handshake, you'll give the impression that you're not interested or that you're insecure. There's even scientific evidence to support the idea that first impressions matter. In a study published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, researchers found that people were more likely to agree with statements about others if they had more time to process information about them. The study suggests that we are more likely to form positive opinions of others when we have more opportunities to observe them. This means that the more time we have to make a first impression, the better our chances of making a positive one. But it's not just about being aware of our own body language and behavior. It's also important to be aware of the body language and behavior of those around us. For example, if someone is standing with their arms crossed during a meeting, it could mean that they are closed off or not interested in what is being said. If we are aware of this, we can be more sensitive to their needs and adjust our communication style accordingly. Becoming more attuned to the body language of others can also help us build stronger relationships. By paying attention to their verbal and nonverbal cues, we can better understand their perspective and show empathy towards them. This can lead to more meaningful connections and better outcomes in both personal and professional relationships. This brings me to a powerful story of a man named Tony Robbins. Robbins is a well-known life coach and motivational speaker who has helped millions of people improve their lives through his seminars and coaching programs. Early in his career, Robbins was speaking at a conference and he noticed that the audience wasn't responding well to him. He tried to engage them and make them laugh, but nothing seemed to be working. Frustrated and feeling defeated, Robbins was ready to end his presentation. But then he remembered something he had learned from his mentor, Earl Scheib. Scheib had taught him that it takes 7 seconds for an audience to make a judgment about a speaker, and in those 7 seconds, Robbins needed to win them over or lose them forever. Robbins took a deep breath, squared his shoulders, and locked eyes with each member of the audience. He spoke slowly and confidently, emphasizing the importance of the message he was delivering. After just a few moments, the audience began to lean forward in their seats, eager to hear what Robbins had to say. They were engaged and responsive, and Robbins was able to deliver a successful presentation. Like Tony Robbins, we can all benefit from understanding the psychology behind first impressions and body language. By following the tips and insights shared by Alan Peace and others, we can become more aware of our own body language and behavior and the impact it has on others. We can also learn to pay attention to the body language of those around us and use that knowledge to improve our relationships and communication skills. I challenge you to go out into the world with a newfound awareness of the power of first impressions. Notice the body language of those around you and pay attention to your own behavior. With a little practice, you'll be on your way to making a positive and lasting impression on everyone you meet. Let's quickly recap the main points we've covered. To master the art of first impressions and influence how others perceive you, follow these steps. Firstly, be aware of your posture. Stand tall with your shoulders back and head held high to convey confidence. Secondly, pay attention to your facial expressions. A warm smile and friendly eyes can make you appear approachable. Thirdly, practice a firm handshake. A strong handshake can convey strength and determination. Fourthly, be mindful of your personal space. Don't stand too close or too far away from others during conversations. Lastly, become aware of thin slicing. Recognize that others may quickly make judgments about you based on your appearance and behavior. By following these steps, you can make a great first impression and increase the likelihood that others will see you in a positive light. Remember, you never get a second chance to make a first impression, so make it count. As we come to the end of this video, I want to leave you with one final thought. Think about a time when you met someone new and formed a first impression of them. How accurate was that impression? Did it change over time? Share your thoughts below and join the conversation. And if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about body language and first impressions, check out the resources provided. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember to make every first impression a great one.